What's going on, everybody? So listen, I'm going to show you how to take your ideas and use AI to create websites, apps in seconds, all vibe coding. Now, you've been probably hearing this term vibe coding a lot. Today's video, I'm going to explain to you what vibe coding is, especially if you're a non-technical person, if you're not tech savvy, if you're not a web developer, if you're not a graphic designer, if you don't write codes, this video is for you. So all the non-technical people, this video is for you. So now let's get into it. What is vibe coding? Vibe coding simply using AI to create web apps, especially if you're not a web developer, a graphic designer. So this is one of the web apps that I created using AI. In less than 5 minutes, I created this. I'm not a technical person. I'm not a web developer, but I do know how to leverage AI, and that's what you're going to have to know, how to use AI. Now, check this. These are all the apps that I've vibe coded using AI. I didn't write any line of code. I didn't design anything. AI created the entire process for me. So now, let me go back here, right? This is one of the AI platforms that you're going to be using, right? I'm going to leave the links below. This is one of them. And then there's another one. So this is called Loveable, right? Loveable.ai, I believe. And then this is Manus.ai. And then this is Genspark. So today's video, as I said, we're going to do a deep dive. I'm going to show you how to vibe code an idea, how to take an idea from concept to a prototype, right? So let's get started. So we're going to use our first website, right? So we're going to use Loveable. So here, what we're going to do is this. You're going to give it a prompt. What is your prompt? Your prompt is your request. Your prompt is your command, your instruction. What do you want the AI to create, right? Input and output. You give it an input, create a website, create a landing page for my shoe company, for my clothing company, and it will give you an output. So as you can see here, idea to app in seconds. So now, let me give it a prompt, right? Because I already wrote down my prompt. So this is what we're going to do today. So I'm going to copy and paste my prompt, right? Because I already wrote it down. Because I don't want to take, right? I don't want to take too long typing it. Because you see, as you can see here, idea to apps in second. Now, I do have a timer. I'm going to time it once I give it all the instruction, right? Because remember, it's a deep dive today. So we're using 3 different platforms. So we're using Loveable, we're using Manus AI, and we're using Genspark. These are all AI agent platforms. So they create different types of tools, websites, landing pages on your behalf. Okay. So let's go back to Loveable right now. If you're a non-technical person, this video is for you. Pay attention to what I'm doing, because this is the difference between you being a spectator and you being a participant in this AI game, in this vibe coding game. Okay. So I'm going to give it a prompt. This is our prompt, right? I wanted to build. So this is the prompt that I gave it. Build an offline recipe book app where users can add, edit, and delete recipes. And it includes title, ingredients, instruction, and store all recipe in local stores. Now, this is a prompt that I created. You can give it any prompt, any command, any instruction, right? So this is what I'm trying to create. Now, you could give it something as simple as create an app or create a website for my consulting business. That's your prompt. That's your command. That's your instruction. Okay. So now that's the first thing. So now I'm going to also go to Manus. I'm going to type in the same prompt. Okay. Because we're doing a deep dive. We're doing a test. We're looking at 3 different platforms today. We're looking at Loveable AI. We're looking at Manus AI, and we're looking at Genspark. These are all AI platforms, right? This is where, and now these are all free platforms that you can use. And these platforms are designed for consumers. They're designed for non-technical people. Now, Loveable, it's designed for developer, but the other 2 that I'm about to show you, Manus and Genspark, these are designed for consumers just like you, just like me and you, right? People that are not tech savvy. We're not developers. We're not web developers. We're not graphic designers, right? But I understand how to leverage AI, how to communicate with AI, how to talk to AI. So let me let me type in the same prompt here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to do the same thing here, but this time we're going to do a different output here, or input. So this time what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to upload an image first, right? So I'm going to upload an image. So what I will do is I'm going to go, this is a deep dive. I'm showing you this step by step so you can start understanding the power of AI, what vibe coding is, because you're going to be hearing this term very often. Vibe coding. What is vibe coding? So I'm showing you in real time what vibe coding is, and you don't have to be technical. So for this one here, Genspark AI, what we're going to do is we're going to upload an image, right? So let's go to, so this is another AI platform. So this one is called Ideogram. So this one is designed for images. So this is for images only. So I'm looking for an image to download. Okay, so let me see here. What are we going to download? All right, I'm just looking for any image here. Let's see here. Okay, there was one with a watch, right? There's a watch. What happened to the watch? Where's the watch? Where's the watch? Okay, so I'm just going to show you because you can upload an image. Okay, there it is right there. Is this the one? Okay, so we're going to download this image. Okay, and then we're going to upload it. Okay, so let's go download. Okay, so the image is downloaded. Is it downloaded? Not yet. Okay, so let's download the image, right? We're downloading a product because remember, you can create anything, right? Ask anything and create anything. It could be image or it could be a prompt. So here, okay, so our download is complete. So we're going to upload our image that we just downloaded because we want to create a landing page for that image, right? Because it was a watch that we just downloaded. Okay, here it is. There's the watch. I'm going to go upload. So I'm using Genspark because remember, we're using 3 different platforms today. We're using Genspark, Genspark.ai, using Manus, and then we're using Loveable. All these are AI platform that you can use to vibe code to create your app, your idea by just giving it a prompt, okay? Because as you can see, I'm not coding anything. I'm just giving it instruction prompts. Create this, do this. These are the prompts, okay? So let's go back here. Okay, so now, what prompt are we going to give it? We're going to tell it to, we're going to give it something simple. Create a landing page for the attached image, right? So there you go. It's just a simple prompt, okay? So, let me change that for the attached image. Okay, so now we have our prompts ready. So the first, Genspark.ai, we're uploading an image and we're giving it a prompt. Create a landing page for the attached image. So we wanted to create a landing page for this image right here, right? For this image. Create a landing page for the attached image, Yeah, okay. So yeah, let's keep it because it's a product, but we're going to see what kind of landing page is going to create. The second one is we're going to use Manus.ai and Loveable. Okay, so now let me start the timer because it's going to do it in less than 3 minutes. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go submit. Okay, let's go here, enter submit, and then go back here and also enter submit. Okay, so now our timer has begun. So now we have 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So let's go back to first one. There we go. Now it's vibe coding. It's creating the code. It's creating the app on our behalf. I'm not doing anything. Hands free. Okay. Let's go back to our Manus one. Okay. So this one is just asking me to confirm stuff. Just I have to confirm. Okay. It's just basically summarizing everything that I wanted to do. So let me go back here. Okay. This app, because I wanted to create a recipe app. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. It's asking me to confirm. Now Manus is very, right? It's going to ask you to confirm because it wants to make sure that that's what you want. Does this match? Yes. Just proceed. Right? Manus is the process is very meticulous like that because it wants you to confirm. Let's just go say proceed. Okay. Let's go proceed. And then let's check Genspark. Okay. Genspark is it's cooking. Right? Genspark is already starting. It already knows what I wanted, right? Because I gave it a specific instruction, input, or prompt. Just create a landing page for this product. That's it. So now it knew exactly what to do. So now Genspark is cooking. Let's check our timer. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Let's check what's going on with Loveable. Let's check with Manus.ai. Listen, I'm giving you this deep dive so you can start understanding how easy it is to use these platforms. Even if you're not a coder, web developer, graphic designer, web designer, you don't have to. You don't have to be. But you have to know how to use AI, how to leverage AI, how to talk to these AI platforms. Because as I said, you can create these types of apps. All these apps are created using AI. And I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer, I am not a graphic designer, but I know how to leverage AI. I know how to talk to AI because I've been studying AI for the past 3 years. I've been testing AI. I've been playing around with all these platforms. So I know how to communicate with the AI to get the output that I'm looking for. So that's how I was able to create all these web apps, right? And all these web apps, I connected it with my domain, right? As I said, this is one of the apps, and these apps are fully functioning, right? I did a video, I was talking about, oh, wait, you know what? Let me stay on track here. 29 second or 18 second. Let's see here. Okay, boom. Done. Loveable. Done. This one is still going. So 2 out of 3, right? So we have 2 out of 3. This is complete in less than 3 minutes. This is also complete. No, this one is also complete in less than 3 minutes. So we completed our task. Okay, let me just stop this here. Okay. All right. So now let's go back to Genspark.ai. This is where we wanted to create a landing page for the image. Okay. So let me maximize this so you can see what's going on. There we go. There's a landing page complete in less than 3 minutes. All we did was give it an image. Look at that. I didn't even give it any context. I just gave it an image and we have our full functioning landing page, right? Look at that. All design, everything about the product, even included the price, limited time offer ends in 48 hours. I didn't even give it all that information. I just said create a landing page based on this image. This is what you call vibe coding. Now you can take an idea from conception to prototype to to your first to a proof of concept. This is the power of leveraging AI, people, right? In less than 3 minutes, you saw me. Now I'm taking my time to explain this to you because you see, you're going to be hearing this term, this technology a lot, vibe coding, vibe coding. What is vibe coding? This is vibe coding in its simplest form, right? Because you see, a lot of these companies, what they're trying to do is they're trying to emulate ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT. If I go on ChatGPT and say, create social media. Let's say if I go on ChatGPT and say create social media post about AI. ChatGPT will give me text. Okay. So all these companies, they're trying to emulate ChatGPT's interface. As you can see here, right? They're all trying to see ChatGPT is more really for text, for images. But these other apps or they are designed specifically for you to create web app, website, landing page, whatever you can create. Now, let me go back to this one here, right? So here is our recipe book that we wanted to create. So let me maximize this. Listen, I hope you understand what's going on. You can create, you can go from imagination to prototype to having something that it's concept proof, right? So now let's type in our ingredients. Let's say my recipe book, your personal collection of delicious recipe. Okay, what recipe? Recipe book is empty. Add a recipe. What? Okay, so you can go add a recipe here. Okay, so you can add your recipe, right? So now you have an app that's ready to go, right? Fully functioning. Now, I don't know much about this, how it functions, but this is what I did earlier on, right? This is the interactive budget planner. So fully functioning. So let's say if I go here, add the expense, it adds it. Now, these apps are fully functioning. It comes with a URL where you can share it online with your Facebook friends, social media, or you can also connect it to your own domain. Like here, for example, all these apps that you see here that I created, I connected it to my own domain. Okay, so now let's go back to Manus. Okay, so Manus is still going, but Genspark. So Genspark.ai there is our landing page right there, right? Fully functioning landing page in less than 3 minutes. As I said here, you can pretty much create whatever it is that you want to create. What do you have in mind? What do you want the AI to do? What output are you looking for? That's what you call vibe coding. You're letting the AI do all the heavy lifting. You give it the input, you give it a prompt, you give it the instruction, what you want it to create, and then it will do all the heavy lifting for you. Listen, I'm going to leave all my links below. Make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned because I'm putting together an academy, putting together a membership academy so I can train you, show you step by step on how to leverage AI to create different types of apps, especially if you're not tech savvy, if you're not very technical, if you're not a website person, if you're not a developer, if you don't know anything about code, you don't have to, but you do have to know how to leverage AI. Okay? So listen, I think I'm going to end it here. I'll see you all in the next video. I am out. Peace.